President Bola Tinubu is surrounded by a sophisticated cabal. That's how you reference this government.
Has criticized
political element
the Tinubu administrations
take over
as a
power,
threat to democracy.
pursue its own
He
ulterior motive
that Tinubu
using the popular
cabals,
manifesto
they are threat
that was used
to the Nigerian
to gain
stability
power.
and its
Of
democracy.
Course, President Muhammadu Buhari's
According
government
to
had
him, he said
cabal.
the Tinubu administrations
that is known,
prevent
the
free freedom of speech.
President Muhammadu Buhari's cabal was made up of people
the seeking of
who were not quite
informed,
who had little experiences in politics and public administration and governance.
Mismanagement,
and so their activities were more or less limited to their parochial view of understanding
criticized by the
power
National
relations
Statistic
and
for corruptions
extending of their hands
the third
into
person in the world. And in the Africa,
helping themselves with
in the world, he's the
public purse. But President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's cabal is made up of sophisticated and ambitious group of people who had a very long history in power. They are experienced, they are educated, and so they have a sound knowledge of what power is. And since they are an ambitious set of people, the presidency will suffer more than that of President Muhammadu Buhari.
Don't forget to
because their capacity to manipulate power, their capacity to also build either security barricades around the president and stifle information from getting to the president except that which they wanted. And then the control of human traffic of those they will want to access the president. This cabal are masters. And therefore, they will be more dangerous. They are more dangerous, really, than any cabal in the history of this country, to the best of my own knowledge.
All right, Mr. Dalong, picking it from your statement that you just made now, is there anything you think they are doing, the people that are shielding, protecting, or stopping the president or limiting him from knowing the reality on ground? What exactly are you seeing as the impact on ground from what is going on within the presidency?
Well, from my experience as somebody who has served in government and was very, very close with the president and understands how these things work, there are instances I can make reference to. Let's take the issue of the nomination of ministers. I mean, there were ministers that were nominated and a letter signed by the president sent to the National Assembly. Some of them were dropped before they could arrive at the National Assembly. Some arrived at the National Assembly before they were informed that they had been changed. And there were a war of words in Kano, to be specific, where the national chairman was alluding to the fact that they didn't know who brought or who nominated or brought the name for nomination. That is evidence of the power play of a cabal who will substitute names, try to introduce names, manipulate even records, presidential records at strategic locations to distort information. Another incident I can refer to was during the protest. There was a protest that was declared in this country from the 1st to the 10th of August. There was a 40-day notice given by the organizers of the protest against bad governance. They had also their demands. And 4 days into the protest, the president addressed the country, and his address was completely as if he arrived from a different planet. The issue of the protest was not even given any attention, either condemning it or attempting to explain or appealing. The president only did that shortly after 2 or 3 days when he met with journalists again and was appealing to Nigerians and the protesters about the policies of government. So this rigmarole that it should digitalize election process in Nigeria. We have elected people using digital technology all over. So why is it difficult for INEC to use the same process to elect leaders? I mean, people have emerged from different processes globally, and it has been credible. So why are we afraid of using the same method when Nigerians can, from their smartphone, elect presidents? So we should digitalize the process of electing our leaders, and we should also give Nigerians, whether in Nigeria or in diaspora, the right to decide who governs Nigeria. Well, you know, contesting election depends on the people. So if I'm invited by the people, I will run. But I think I'm also qualified to run for the presidency of Nigeria.